Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Laura, for those of you that do not know, and today I'm going to be doing a personal Q&A on my channel. I used to do Q&As all the time on my channel back in the day, but I haven't done one in like a super long time, and I figured that because I have so many new subscribers on my channel, it would be a good opportunity to do so. Which, by the way, if you're one of those new subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around and subscribing. I hope you will enjoy my videos, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. So I asked you guys on my Twitter and my Instagram to ask me questions. So if you're not following me on there and you didn't have a chance to ask me things, definitely go follow me so that you have a chance next time to ask me questions for future Q&As. But I'm just gonna get started. I got a lot of questions, so I'm mostly going to be answering questions that I saw repeated a lot, or ones that I know people are extremely curious about. So yeah, I'm gonna get started and answer some of your questions. A lot of you guys are asking me what my favorite TV show, movie, song, and book are. So to the best of my ability, you know, I have so many favorites, but just off the top of my head at this very moment, my favorite movie, I have so many, but the ones that come to me first are definitely The Breakfast Club, Dead Poets Society, and The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and 13 Going on 30. Those are my 4 favorite movies. Favorite TV shows, definitely Friends, Degrassi The Next Generation, and more recently Scam, the Norwegian one. Those are my favorites. Favorite songs, definitely Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap and Champagne Supernova by Oasis. Those are probably my 2 favorite songs of all time. Currently at this moment, favorite song, I really like Paris by Sabrina Carpenter and Safe by Dea. Is that how you say her name? I always think about like the vegan cheese when I say her name. I don't know if that's right, but I think that's her name. Those are my 2 favorite current songs. And then favorite book, my favorite book of all time I always talk about is Looking for Alaska by John Green. It's just my tried and true favorite, and it's my easy go-to, so I guess that's my favorite book. Another thing that I got like endless questions on was school and college and kind of everything pertaining to that. So I'll just kind of give you guys a short little sum up of my college experience. For those of you that don't know, I graduated high school and I went to community college for 2 years, or junior college as some people call it, which is where you get your associate's degree, and it's 2 years long. And I got my associates in English going into community college. It's a lot cheaper than normal college. It's obviously shorter. It's only like about 2 years. You can go for longer, but usually it takes you 2 years to complete an associate's, and it's usually like a local place you go. You don't live there or anything. So I did that immediately after high school, and then I transferred to a 4-year university in my state after that. So that's where I currently go. I am majoring in English with 2 specializations in creative writing and new media and digital studies. So that is my major. I have a lot more I could give you guys, like about just advice and talking about community college and just kind of my college experience, because a lot of you guys asked me for like advice about going into college, and I guess just an easy thing to say is that it's not as scary as you think it's going to be, and everything sounds more crazy and difficult in your mind. I promise you, when you show up, it's going to be so much easier. I was so nervous to start at my 4-year college. It's huge. There's 30,000 students. It's a huge campus. It has its own zip code. I promise if I can go to that school and be fine, you guys can go to your school and be fine as well. But if you are looking for more advice about college or have more questions, I'll definitely consider doing like one whole video about it. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in. Oh, and also people want to know like what I want to do, which is I guess something you could kind of include with the college question. So I did say I am majoring in English. My dream goal is to work in children's publishing, but who knows? I feel like everyone always says what their like dream career is, and then it ends up being different. But I would love to work in children's publishing. I'd love to live in New York City for a few years doing that, and then probably moving back to Massachusetts. I don't want to live in New York my whole life, but I think spending a few years of my 20s in New York would be such a cool and fabulous experience. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm only 21. Life is young. We got so many more years. I'm only a junior, so I still have a year and a half to like figure out the whole job thing. I don't know. It's kind of scary, kind of exciting, kind of crazy. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of you guys are asking about how I started my channel and if I have any advice for people trying to start their own channel. And yeah, of course I do. I started my channel in September of 2012, so long ago. I started when I was a freshman in high school. I'm now a junior in college, like I've been saying, so that's a really long time ago. But I started my channel making makeup tutorials and beauty videos, and nobody watched those. I probably had like 500 subscribers when I stopped doing beauty videos and switched over to doing book reviews, which was like a really pivotal moment in my YouTube career, obviously, because that's kind of when people actually started watching my channel. And from there, that's just kind of like where I started gaining people actually following my channel and requesting things and wanting to watch me, which was super exciting and fun. And I guess the one thing that I would give you for advice is to be consistent, try to upload as much as you can, try to create creative content and different things. Don't just follow what everybody else is doing, and definitely do videos about something you're passionate about, because if it's not something that people can tell you're being genuine with and that you actually want to sit and talk about in front of a camera, people are going to be able to recognize that. So you want to be genuine in your videos. You want to talk about things that actually interest you. Don't just talk about things because it's like what's popular on YouTube. I genuinely didn't start getting like a real audience on my channel until I started talking about things that like I actually wanted to, and not things that I thought I should be talking about, if that makes sense. A lot of people kind of warned me away from like talking only about romance books on my channel, because like, who wants to follow someone that only talks about romance? Turns out there's some people that actually want to do that. So, you know, stick to what's true to you, because I promise you there will be people that are interested in what you have to say, even if it's not like the super popular thing, which is kind of the case for me. So definitely just kind of do you and be consistent. And yeah, I don't really know. It's hard. It's really hard to like start a YouTube channel and build up the confidence to do that and build up your audience. But if it's something that you want to do, I would say do it. I can genuinely say that YouTube was just as fun when I would upload a video and get like 1 comment and like 2 likes, you know what I mean? So it's just about doing it for fun. Don't do YouTube because you want it to be your career or because you want to make money. Do it because it's something that you're actually like passionate about and want to do. And yeah, this is just turning into like Lara's advice. If you guys want a whole advice video on YouTube and how to start up, let me know. Something else I can do in the future. But yeah, what are the top 5 places you want to visit? That's a good question. I want to visit Australia, I want to visit Italy, I want to visit Greece, I want to visit Hawaii, and I want to visit California. And I know there's so many other places. Like, I want to visit a ton of places, but those are just off the top of my head. I really haven't done a ton of traveling. I live in Massachusetts in the United States. I've said that. I've traveled a bit around the US, not as much as I would like to. I've gone to Mexico, and I've gone to a lot of like the islands kind of like in the Caribbean area. So I'd love to go other places. You know, I'm just like a broke college student living my life, don't really have money to travel, so we'll see. Someone asks me, what do I like to do in my free time besides reading? So yeah, obviously I do read a lot. I also make videos a lot, so that takes up a lot of my time. I also love going to concerts. It's like one of my favorite things. Me and my friends are always at concerts. I love cooking and doing different things in the kitchen. You can always catch me cooking stuff and baking. It's one of my favorite things. I watch a lot of TV and movies as well. I kind of sound like the most boring person ever. I'm like, I like baking and watching movies, but truly I'm a very introverted person. I kind of thrive off of like doing things at home and being by myself, which sounds crazy probably to some of you that are like thriving off of interacting with others. I mean, obviously I like going out, I love being with people, but I genuinely like recharge off of being by myself and doing things alone, which, give or take, might sound weird, but I don't know, that's me. But yeah, that's kind of what I like doing. I don't know, there's other things I guess, but kind of the basis of my life. Someone asks, what is your favorite quote? I have 2, and they both come from Looking for Alaska, although they're not John Green quotes, they're just kind of featured in the book. The first one is, you shall love your crooked neighbor with your crooked heart, which is from a W.H. Auden poem, and I love that quote so much. It was actually my senior quote in my high school yearbook. And then my second favorite quote is, I go to seek a great perhaps, which is a quote from Francois Rebellious. That's probably not how you say his name, but he was also a poet and a philosopher, I believe, and that was like his dying his dying words. So those are my 2 favorite quotes. Love them very much. A lot of people are asking me if I write and if I'm ever going to be interested in publishing a book. That's something that to me is like so scary, thinking about writing something and like sharing it with the world. I'm not super big into writing fiction. I do take a lot of creative writing classes, and like I said, I am specializing in creative writing in school, but I write mostly poetry. I did a poetry creative writing class last semester and it was so fantastic and fun. So who knows, I would love to write like a romance contemporary book sometime, just because I feel like I've read so many that I have a really good feel for it, but that would probably have to be way in the future because I do not feel anywhere near ready to write an actual book. But that would be like a huge accomplishment and milestone for my life. Bucket list goals, I don't know, not something that's gonna happen anytime soon, but something I would definitely love to do. A lot of people are asking me questions about my boyfriend and if I've had past boyfriends and how me and my boyfriend met, so I guess we'll get into a little bit of the love life perhaps. But yeah, me and my boyfriend have been together for 2.5 years. His name is Drew, if you don't know. I've done a few videos with him on my channel, nothing super recent, but he's been in a few videos. We met at a movie theater that we used to work at together. Neither of us work there anymore. I met him after graduating high school. We didn't go to school together or anything, but we met at the movie theater. And yeah, we've been together 2.5 years. Real great, love him very much. But yeah, and then to answer kind of just like past relationships, Drew is like my first real serious boyfriend. In high school, there was this one guy who I kind of saw, you know, like those relationships you have in like late middle school, high school that are like, was that even real? Like, it's like not real. It's like before like you even like know who you are and what you're doing. I'm like 15 years old. Like it's not, I don't know. I'm not saying you can't have a real relationship in high school, don't get me wrong. But for me, this just wasn't like a serious relationship at all. But there was this one boy who I saw like on and off. We went to prom together. It was a thing. But yeah, nothing serious at all. But Drew, I'm definitely serious with. We've been together 2.5 years and it's great. So yeah, I hope that answers the questions. Someone wants to know when I decided to go vegan and if I have any advice. So I figured I would just throw this in here because a lot of you guys always ask me. I went vegan last year, but I had been vegetarian for 5 years prior to that. I went vegetarian right after turning 15. I was a freshman in high school. And the reason I went vegan was mostly because I didn't think that my ethics and my beliefs were matching my actions, if that makes sense. And I just think if you are interested in going vegan or going vegetarian or pescatarian or doing meatless Mondays, whatever it is, my biggest advice, my biggest tip would be not to put too much pressure on yourself. And even the smallest little things are really great and wonderful, and you should be proud of yourself for making even tiny steps like not eating meat 1 day a week or eliminating dairy or just like whatever you can do to kind of decrease the animal suffering and animal agriculture. Anything you can do to me is more amazing than just deciding to go vegan right off the bat. I think it's all about small steps and doing as much as you possibly can or want to, and that's what it's all about. I feel like a lot of people have the wrong idea about being vegan and it's like a very all or nothing thing, but I don't think it has to be. I think if you want to do a little bit, that's great. If you want to go all out and go vegan, that's wonderful. So whatever you want to do, and don't feel pressured to if you're not vegan, if you're not interested in going vegan, I don't care. So it's whatever. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, you can always message me on Twitter. I'll probably reply and give you any advice that you need or questions that you have. So yeah. Someone wants to know if they think I will ever start doing vlogs, and that's something that I kind of have tested the waters with a little bit. I used to participate in Vlogmas, which is like when you vlog during the month of December till Christmas, and I always thought it was fun, but it's something that is definitely a commitment, like having to have the camera with you all day and at any moment just like take it out and be spontaneous, and I'm kind of not good at it. But if it is something you guys would be interested in, I would definitely consider doing it more. So you'll just have to let me know. I don't really know because I just have such a new audience right now. Like I've gained so many subscribers so fast very recently. So I know a lot of you guys are here for after content, but if there's other stuff that you're interested in seeing from me, please let me know. I'm very open to trying out new things and doing different stuff on my channel. So whatever you guys want to see, just let me know. I'm very, you know, inclined to dabble around and check out different things on YouTube and do different stuff. I think it's fun to experiment, so definitely let me know. Okay, so this video is getting kind of long, but a lot of you guys are asking me about high school and kind of what my experience was and if I have any advice for people in high school. So I guess I'll kind of give you guys a little bit. I didn't realize I was going to be doing like advice questions this whole video, but That's what you guys want. That's what I'll give you. High school for me was good. I definitely had like a really great group of friends that I'm still friends with today, which is really, you know, awesome, and a lot of people can't say that, so that's cool. And I enjoyed, you know, like the aspect of high school, like the social situations of high school. I hated like school, like the general idea of like homework and schoolwork and everything like that. Part of the reason why I went to community college is because I was a horrible student. So I didn't do well in high school per se, but I still liked it, you know, the aspect of like having friends and stuff like that you see every single day. But it is stressful. It's a lot. I feel like waking up early and going to school 5 days in a row, like all day, can be so much stress. And I feel like I was so much more stressed out in high school than I am now in college, which I feel like people tell you like it's totally the opposite. Like college is so much harder. Like it's really not. Like, I don't know. For me personally, I feel like college is so much more relaxed. You only have classes when you choose them for yourself. It's so much like less of the day that you spend in class versus high school. And high school can also just be hard because like it's with these people, and there's people that are mean, and like it can be a bad situation or it can be a really good situation. It just depends on your experience. But what I have to say to you, if you're in high school, if you're struggling, it's not gonna last forever, and you're gonna leave high school and everything will be okay. Like genuinely, high school is such a small amount of your life, and I know when you're in high school it feels like everything is so important, like all of the social circles and getting an A on every assignment, and it feels like so much stress, and you're focused on trying to get into college and just everything. It can feel like so much, but I promise you, you're going to graduate high school. It'll become a part of your past, and it won't matter. Like, it won't matter anymore. Like, anyone who ever said something mean to you, anyone who ever did you wrong, any teacher who didn't believe in you, who gave you an F, anything like that, it will be in the past. It won't matter. I don't even remember half the people I graduated high school with, and I graduated like 3 years ago. I promise you, everything will get better. It can only go up. And yeah, but also if you're loving high school and it's amazing, don't forget that it's not everything, and it's not gonna last forever, and you're gonna graduate, and like being cool in high school doesn't matter in real life, like at all. Once you go to college, that's like out the door. If anything, you should be happy if you're not peaking in high school, because that's unfortunate. You don't want to peak in high school, you want to peak like later on. But yeah, I guess that's my advice. I don't know if it's good advice. Obviously, I wasn't like Miss Popularity, living it up, straight A student in high school, so I don't know if that's good advice, but I guess that's what I would tell myself if I was still in high school, my younger self. So yeah, hope that helped any of you that asked me about high school. But anywho, I think this video has been long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of your questions. I know I kind of focused more on bigger questions and kind of took my time answering them, but if you want to see more Q&As in the future, or like advice videos even too, because this kind of is what this has turned into, definitely let me know down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you've not already. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!